Hello everyone, it is 5:15 and as promised I am here to give a live report to kind of share information with you guys. So I waited until about 5 o'clock, a little bit after 5, because I wanted to make sure everyone was off of work so you could actually take this time to chime in and hear some good news that I have. Over the last few weeks, I've had many things go on in my life and the lives of those surrounding me. And so many things have happened where, my thoughts are, what am I going to do next? What things do I need to put in place? What things do I need to continue to make happen and make grow? Many of you know that I won the Eastern North Carolina Remarkable Woman Award. And because of that, that trip has turned my life in such a different way that I want to make sure that not only am I continuing to do the things that I was doing before, but that I'm also doing things more now than I've ever done. With that being said, LBE B Enterprise is my legacy, and it is my legacy program. LBE B Enterprise is a mentoring and entrepreneurship and program to assist not only children and young adults, but adults as well. With that being said, I'm going to wait a few minutes because I'm waiting to make sure that people are up here before I give the next set of information and just wonderful news that has been presented in regards to what LBE B Enterprise, it's been a long day, sorry. LBE B Enterprise, what we're about to do. So let me see a few more of you up here, and then I'm going to share what's next to come for LBE B Enterprise. But while we are waiting, I want to make sure that you are chiming in and that you are tuning in to many of the upcoming events and programs that I will be having. Instead of saving the date, I want you to save the season, because there's going to be so much stuff going on right now. I want you to make sure that you make it to something. There will be something for everyone during this season. So save the season, and I will give you some dates to save as we continue to proceed. So as I was saying before, LBE B Enterprise is my legacy company and program. And with that being said, I am happy to announce that LBE B Enterprise is now officially a 501c3 organization. That means that donations that we receive are now tax deductible. And because they are tax deductible, that means that you are able to write them off on your taxes, but also that you are able to give freely when we are doing additional programs and things that you are going to be a part of and invest in. With that being said, as a survivor of domestic violence, there are many things that I do within the community, and annually I do a domestic violence awareness program. I've been doing it since 2016, and it has been wonderful to be able to see everything that has happened since that time. The lives that have been saved, the information that has been received, all of the different things that have allowed me to be who I am today. With that being said, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So LBE B Enterprise, or not LBE B Enterprise, but the Domestic Violence Awareness Program, that started out as breaking the change. And breaking the chain is exactly that, breaking the chain of domestic violence and what that entails. We then switched it to Behind the Mask, which was developed during COVID, because we wanted to still bring awareness even in a time during that. And during COVID is when domestic violence increased. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and something that's going to be a little bit more lasting, and something that is going to allow those who are survivors to be able to have a different outlook, along with being able to give information and education. And so what I'm also doing now, as part of this continued legacy, is being able to do a scholarship. That's right, a scholarship. So because LBE B Enterprise is now a 501c3, we are more equipped to be able to do scholarship. And so let me give you some information about that. This is the LBE B Enterprise scholarship for those who have experienced trauma, whether it be trauma of domestic violence or other trauma within their lives, and that is a survivor. So a high school student or someone who is in college that is in undergrad and working towards trying to better themselves. We are creating or have created a scholarship. And once I finish this live, the link will be below. And we will have a banquet in October, which is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We will have a banquet in October to allow those recipients not only to be honored, but be able to be embraced in the journey and the things that they've gone through within their lives. So not only is Lenika B Enterprise now a 501c3, but it has opened up the opportunity to now allow us to provide a scholarship. And for this time right now where funds are being cut, things look a little bit shaky or not certain for many people, we want to be able to do this. And so the link will be below. And what I need for you to do is, if you are listening and you are a high school student or an undergrad, I want you to apply for the scholarship. If you have gone through domestic violence, you are a survivor of domestic violence or any type of trauma. And trauma is defined as either being trafficked or anything in regard to being in a traumatic situation of abuse. And so I want to make sure that we open this up, because I have seen what education and what additional support can do in regards to being able to succeed and get further in life. I am a survivor, and my daughter is a survivor by being in the midst of what I've experienced. And I've watched her soar, and I've watched how she's utilized her education to allow her to move forward and not allow what we have experienced to be a part of what her future is. That she has changed the world in regards to what that could be. And so with that being said, I wanted to make sure to give others the opportunity to the best of our abilities to do that. Now, this is going to be our first year, but I want this to be an annual program that we have, just like I was doing my other domestic violence awareness programs annually. That means after maybe this week or so, I will be reaching out to you guys, those who would like to be a vendor, those who would like to be a sponsor, those who would like to participate in helping us to create this to be one of the most memorable times. I also want to let you know ways that you can give. So you can go to Lenika B Enterprise, or we're currently working on our Givelify. So hopefully that will be set and up and running by this weekend, if not Monday. And so there are ways that you can give and support, whether it be through our Lenika B Enterprise website or through our Givelify, which again should be up by Monday. But I want to make sure that we are pouring in so much so that we can not only give just one scholarship, but maybe several scholarships. The goal is to allow people to know that the experience that you had does not define who you will become or what your life looks like, to give you a chance to help you understand that there are people rooting for you and people that want you to succeed, that what you went through is not your total experience, but is an experience that you can step on and stand on to be able to move further in life. So I'm glad that you guys tuned in today. Again, I will put the links and there will be more information to come. In October will be the banquet. We're going to do a recipient banquet during that time to hand out the scholarships, and I want you guys to participate and come with that. But if you cannot do that, I want you to donate. I want you to make sure that you're pouring in, because this is going to be annual. So whatever is raised during this time that we have additional of will be concluded for next year so that we can give more. And I want it to get to the point where we're not just doing high school, seniors, and undergrad, but that we can do some master's levels as well, because sometimes that's where the additional needs are to allow you to know that you can go even further. So I thank you guys for the support that you have given me thus far, the support that I know that is coming along the way, being with me throughout this journey, but also all of the things that you're going to do in regards to what we do going forward. Again, Lenika B Enterprise will have so many different workshops, programs, opportunities for you to be able to participate. But not only that, we're going to do some additional things through LBE Doula care and pregnancy services. So I'm also a doula, which means that I assist with pregnancy care, and I will be doing workshops and programs to make sure that you have and understand the support that you need through healthy pregnancy. So there's a lot that we are doing through the programs that we're having. I want you guys to, like I said, not just save the date, but save the season. I want you to look at all the different things that I'll be putting up. And if there is something that you have interest of or something that you know someone else could participate in or need, I want you to be able to let them know so that they can be a part of it as well. I thank you guys for tuning in. I have not done a live in such a long time. I miss it. Eventually, I'll get to the point where I slow down a little bit so that I can actually do more of these more often. But again, I thank you. I continue what they have deemed the remarkable woman. I continue this journey with all of the support and love from family, friends, and my remarkable sisters who I see are on there, as well as my husband and a few others that I see up there. I thank you guys for all the support and everything that's about to come. We are about to shift, break chains, get from behind the mask, shift generational curses. We are going to do amazing and wonderful things. I thank you guys for tuning in. This is not the last you will hear from me. Again, I will be clicking down below and giving you the information on how you can donate. Again, the Lanika B Enterprise, as well as the Givelify, that should be up by this weekend so that you can begin to pour into what we're doing. October is right around the corner, so we want to be able to be prepared to be able to do the funding that we need to do, to raise what we need to raise, to give what we need to give. See you guys later.